Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we are going to take a look at RisingOS based on Android 15 for our Nothing Phone 1. So, without wasting any more time, let's take a look at it. Starting with the home screen, we get the Pixel launcher, and as you can see, we have GApps pre-built. So those who want the vanilla variant, there's no option to use a vanilla variant and use micro G or just use it simple plain. You have to install this. You'll get GApps, so that's the only option you have. Then you can see the Google Discover, whatever page this is called as, the Google News page. Then going back into home settings here, you can see you get all these options. Swipe to access the Google app. We have overview, suggestions, yeah, all the Google Pixel stuff, and we have this at a glance non-removable widget. So yeah, you have to stick with that. If you want to add other widgets, you can add, but this doesn't go even if after disabling. It is because it is just forced into the Pixel launcher. So yeah, if you want to remove this, you have to use a different launcher. Now let's move into the settings. Here you can see this is the settings dashboard, pretty much the same, but you have some different icons, and you can see battery and storage dashboard right here. So yeah, you also have these animations. Then this is the storage dashboard, and you can see this is how it looks. Going down into about phone, and here we have, you can see some icons here, and this is the updater, I guess, but there's maybe it is removed from this unofficial build. We have community, and there's something teasing, I guess, version 6 point, this is the version 6.3. Yeah, this is 6.3, so it's not teasing, it is just showing you the version. And here we have the developer name, so thanks to him to bring this to our device. And you can see you have some info about the Nothing Phone 1. Then going down below, you can see the RisingOS version. It's the 26 March build. There's not any recent build, and I checked right now, Telegram's down. Like, if you have Telegram down issue, let me know down below in the comment section. It's Sunday 13th April, not March, sorry. And you can see Android version 15 security patch is 5 March. So if you get a new build now in April, it will be having the April security patch, and you can see this is the Android 15 Easter egg. Now let's move into the settings, and I'll give you an overview of all the customizations it has. So this is the tab where you can customize everything. Now the RisingOS customization is in here, personalize. So you can see that this tab resembles the NothingOS tabs. So yeah, in personalize we have first is a lock screen. Then you can see this dashboard is a like bit different from others. Like if you have something like a list or the boxes which are aligned, but it has some animations, different style to put out the customization tab. You also have what's new, change log. Then everything is a bit different here, but it looks cool and looks different. So if you want something different like the UI and stuff, then you must try this. So first, let's take a look at the lock screen. So we have discover features, we have widgets, peak display, ambient display, depth wallpaper. Moving into widgets, you can also enable lock screen widgets. So device info widget. I'll just give you a quick a take on how it looks. So this is the device info widget. So you can also customize all this. You can see big widget 1, big widget 2, mini widget 1. So these are the mini widgets that we have right now. And yeah, you can customize. Then lock screen widget style, you can also change the widget styles. And you can see you can add 2 big widgets or 4 mini widgets. It depends on you, whatever you want. But yeah, you can do that. We have peak display from Motorola. So if you have what is peak display is. So if you enable this, and assume if I have a notification in here, you can just long press on it, so it will give you a peek of what the notification is or the content. So yeah, you can use that. I don't use it. We have a lock screen AOD image. So if you have your always on display enabled, then you can have this lock screen always on display image. You have to select it from gallery, and you can also use this wake screen for notifications. These are the AOD features which you get in all of the rounds, always show when charging, and you have this pulse options too, so you can check that out if you want. like on AOD. Then we have depth wallpaper, and this only works if you have that you have to requires a subject image. So if you have that image, you can use this depth wallpaper effect from iOS. Then we have interface, battery info, bottom shortcuts, just the regular stuff. We also have navbar. So sorry, navbar, not navbar. So you can see this is how it looks. And if you have your charging on, it will also show you battery. I don't know why it is showing. Yeah, it is only showing you the battery percentage. So if you put it at charge, you will get the ampere, like the power, whatever the charging is. I just forgot what it is called. Yeah, at what speed it is charging, so you get all that. You don't get how much time it is left, so if you want that, you can have just have to disable this, and you can get your normal all the battery info and that stuff. Weather updates, then we have tap to sleep, fingerprint options. You can see under display fingerprint sensor icons. If you want icons, you have a list of icons. These are all the icons. You can check that out. And custom animation, yeah, a lot of stuff we have here. This custom animation is from OnePlus or maybe some Vivo or Oppo phones. It is by default present, and we have some more options too. Correct me if I'm wrong about the OEMs presenting this. And we have power menu on secure lock screen, but I have disabled it for security sponge. We have boot animation, and this is the boot animation I have set right now. I'll show you guys right now. You can see cyberpunk boot animation. So yeah, I have set that boot animation right now, but the default is RisingOS. So yeah, you can just set it directly. It does not let you preview. It will just, when you select the boot animation, it will just show you the boot animation. But yeah, I have set it to cyberpunk. You can have other options too. I will just show you the preview, so you can just check that out and set it accordingly. We have the Google normals, and we have Valorant. This is the Valorant boot animation. And we have custom. You can set any custom boot animation. I don't know what is the requirement. It is .zip or something like that, but yeah, you can check that out later. You can click on custom, and it will, yeah, it's, I guess it's .zip. So you can download any .zip boot animation from Google, and you have to do it on your own risk. Just don't blame me afterwards. But yeah, this is the default RisingOS boot animation that you get. We have icon pack. You can see status bar icons, like the whole system icons. It will change. Settings UI, so you have dashboard greetings, setting style. You can change all this, the bar and icons, which you can see the dashboard and all that stuff later. And you can see while you are doing this stuff, you are making changes. This will just reboot the system UI to change all that stuff. So yeah, it happens. And if it does not, you can also manually do that. We have wallpaper blur style, but it applies to both home screen and lock screen. So yeah, and we have this interface settings, brightness slider. You can also hide the navbar space, navbar style, notification style. You can see like iOS. This is how it looks. If you can see that iOS style, notification, power menu style. You can change all that, cyberpunk. So this is how it looks. Yes, so signal icon, we have progress bar, screen off animation, system animation, volume panel, Wi-Fi icon. You can change individually a lot of stuff, and whatever you have on Android 13 or 14, all the customizations in the most customizable ROMs that you get in here. This is a toolbox. We have extras, navigation, security. I'll just give you a brief info of what is in here. This AI assistant, I don't know how to use it. It's powered by Gemini, but it just stays in here. And you can see this is the user guide. So if you want to use this, you can check it out here. And you can also follow the instructions to use it. I don't want to use it right now. Open GitHub. Let's go back. And yes, these are all the options we have into navigation. You can see invert layout if you're using the on-screen navbar. I'm using gestures. Then we have security options. You can just check out and just customize everything accordingly. Also have GMS spoofing. So yeah, micro G stuff. Quick switch pixel launcher. You can see you can also switch to other launchers. So if you want launcher and artist, they are default present. Let's switch to artist and check out. I did not know this. I just discovered this for the first time, and it's restarting the device. That's all right. So guys, as you can see, the device is rebooted, and with the inbuilt artist launcher, as you can see, you can hide at a glance too. You just have to go into artist settings here, home screen, and yeah, you can configure that. You can see you have at a glance here, and you can easily disable it. So this is nice. I just got to know about that it has a other like two other launchers pre-built, so this is also good. See, you can see you can discover things like it has a lot of customizations that you can discover things later on too. So that's how it is. Now inside the toolbox, you have a last option of backup and restore. I don't know how it works, but yeah, you can also backup personalization stuff. So whatever you have, you know, your custom personalization, you can backup that, backup to drive. Then you can restore and download backup from drive and restore here. So this is really nice. So if I'm installing an update and if I am not sure if the customizations I have done is secure or not, maybe like it's not going to reset, so you can just take a backup. So it's really easy. Or maybe you're switching ROMs, you're trying out new ROMs, and if you are coming back to Rising, you can also do that. Just put your file to drive, then try the ROM. If you like, it's upon your preference. Coming back to Rising OS, you can just restore that and all your settings will be restored, because it has a lot of customization that you will take some time to recall what all you have changed. But yeah, that's how you can do it, do stuff. Then into colors, you have theming, monet settings. You can customize all that stuff. Have fonts, and yes, a lot of fonts here you can access. Clock faces, you can see this is the never settle one plus, and you have all this clock faces. Just quickly give you an overview. Yeah, and you can also change fonts in here individually. Oops, go back. Then we have your change log, so you can check what all things have changed. You can see RisingOS 6.3 stable. RisingOS Revived, I don't know why it's called as Revived, maybe it was dead. Now we have quick settings option, and you can see header image, all the quick setting stuff, tiles, your colors, header clock style, and brighten slider options, and tiles animation, footer, status bar. You have all the status bar options. Status bar icons, you also do have the VoLT and Vo Wi-Fi icon. You can see Vo Wi-Fi has been enabled, so it is showing the Vo Wi-Fi icon. If you have colored icons, notification count, status bar lyrics. I don't know if Spotify supports it, but yeah, I don't use it. You can use that. Landscape, I'm using iOS style because yeah, it looks good and minimal. That's why. No other uh, yeah, no other reason to set that. But yeah, you can see these are all the options. You can also set some logos. Status bar padding you can change if you want. And gestures, going back. Inside gestures, we have shake gestures, we have single back gesture style, icon shape. These are all the icons. You can change your app icons. Notifications, noisy notifications, and if you can disable that if you want. Then we have island dynamic island style, which I do not like. But yeah, it's all about preference, so you can set that. And we have some sound options. We have pulse, volume steps. You can change it if you like a detailed volume up and down, volume panel on the left. Yeah, you can see buttons are on the left, so we have set this. And you have also vibrate on connect, call waiting, and disconnect options, so you can set all these. And that is it for the the personalization stuff present in the Rising OS. We also do get glyph interface. So as you can see, you can configure brightness very low, This it's a 4-step brightness you can configure. I've set it to the second level. You can see you can enable it for everything. I have disabled it for battery level and reverse wireless. You also have music visualizer. There is no option to enable it through quick settings, which you can see there is no option in here. But yeah, that's fine. You have to get inside. You can just long press in here and do that through here. Yeah. So I wish there was an option. Okay, let's go back into the settings. Yeah, getting back, we have display options, and you can see the Motorola settings animation we have to showcase what the settings are about. But yes, these are all the options we get. Refresh rate, you can set it to constant 120, or you can set it to adaptive. Screen protector mode, there is also glove mode or high sensitivity mode, you can call that. Show tabs, if you want, if you're doing screen recording, if you want to show the tabs. And colors, you can see this good new images to see the effect, how they change, boosted, alive. I don't know if you can see through it through the camera, but yeah, you can see it through. And you can also change the display engine. So if it supports, it will obviously react the way. Full screen apps, and you can see you have a lot of apps that you can set to. And yep, that's all for the basic options. Also, there is single tap to wake, you can see, and I have set it to the ambient display. Tap to show AOD. And for other stuff, we have wallpaper and style, and we have a lot of wallpapers that I'm going to show you here. You can see we have the pixel stuff. Oops, it has fall. Okay, let it fall. Feathers, we have bloom, we have community lens, nothing, rising beauty, mid journey, lots and lot of wallpapers pre-built. Nothing 2.0, pixel super fans edition, minerals, and some rising OS stuff too. And we have nothing to a pixel 9 cmf, yeah, landscape and all that. You can just check that out later. And to sound and vibrations, we have the yeah, something called as clear calling, so you can also enable that. I have enabled that, but I don't know if the other person is. And we also have per app volume control and charging sound options to you can set it to any notification tone or any custom tone. And then these are all the options that we get set into the system. Buttons options, buttons customization, gestures that we have already seen. And we have system updater, but it does not support, obviously. This is an unofficial build. So, and yep, that is it for all the settings present in the RisingOS Revived. Now guys, let's talk about the battery and performance. Now the battery I'm getting here is okay. It's like we have a lot of customization. There are some issues that I'm going to talk about later, but yeah, with the battery I'm getting about 5 hours of screen on time if I'm using it for like 24 hours. I have a screenshot. Let me show you. I'll just put it on the screen. So I'm getting around 5.5 hours. It depends on your usage obviously and how your battery health is. Like if you're gaming, then you might drain your battery heavily, because the UI here is heavily modified. And then we have blur options too. So yeah, there's a bit of flutter and lags, so you have to live with that if you want to enjoy these customizations and stuff. And you have charging control, we have battery charging warning. It will give you a notification. So if you charge your battery to 80 or 90% only, then you can set it to that, you get a notification. Or you can also use charging control to just block it to a specific percentage. And for me, battery life is fine. I mean, I don't do gaming even usually, and right now I have exams, so games are just like, I just don't play. So it's not about gaming and stuff. But yeah, I just use social media, Telegram, YouTube, Instagram, and the usage is pretty much like average for me. I guess the battery life is like okayish. Not saying it's too good or too bad, but yeah, it's okay for the ROM with a lot of customizations, and goes a full day, so I'm okay with it. But if you are a heavy user, a gamer, then I might the battery might not last a full day, so you have to carry a charger if you're using RisingOS, and if you are frequently traveling, maybe use a power bank. But yeah, that's how the battery is. And about the performance, depends on user to user how much are you going to use. But there are slutters and lags even when you are using it normally. As you can see, the app drawer, I've set it to 120 hertz, and even I'm getting some amount of slutter. Also some apps like Amazon and uh, some apps like Instagram, or there are some apps I forgot I was using, and it just accidentally just stopped working. They open fine if you open it afterwards, but they just stopped working without giving any error or something like that, that it has stopped working. So there are some app crashes, I can call that app crashes too. So it just stopped working. They just closed the app. I don't know why this issue is happening, but yeah, these are some issues that you have to live with if you are using RisingOS. You can see the blur and all that stuff. That's why maybe the lag is there, and you cannot just disable blurs. So if you have in display, there's no option you can use. Also, one more thing, if you search something, it will not search, it will just get back to the settings. So these are some visual like the UI glitches or some settings crashing things you can get. There is no option to see what issue that is, or some specific process is stopping that. But yeah, this is how it is in RisingOS. Now guys, the final conclusion about RisingOS for our Nothing Phone 1 is that if you're okay with certain lags, certain force closes on your apps, it does not make the app incompatible. But yeah, there are some force closes. It will just stop working randomly whenever you are using the app. uh, and yes, if you're okay with some lags, some slutters, then you can try this ROM out. You can see also the quick settings has some UI customization. You can add this dashboard on over here. So yeah, if you're okay with that, you can install this. It offers a lot of customization that I'm fan of. You can change a lot of stuff. You have now bar to on the lock screen, and we have the pulse. Everything is present. Whatever you see in the ROM as customizations, you have that in here. So yeah, for customizations you can go for that, but there are some bugs right now, or I may call it as issues. So yeah, if you're okay with those issues, then you can go for it. Or otherwise, it's like just hold on to something else for a bit, like maybe the newer versions will have those issues fixed. Then we can proceed towards RisingOS. Like you can try it on your own and see for the results. Also guys, the camera is working, and there is an issue here that so if you want to shoot with the glyph lights on, you cannot do that. As you can see, the glyph lights do not turn on. So I have a workaround for this. I mean, obviously everyone would have known that, but yeah. So you have to use the glyph torch quick settings option. You can see the glyph torch turns on, and now you can use your camera to click photos. Like if you're in dark, then also videos, you can see the glyph light works fine, and you can shoot videos with this. So that's how you can use the glyph light with the video, like while shooting, or if you want to take a picture in the dark, then you can use that. Or if you just want to use glyph light, you can use it this way. And guys, that's it for the review of RisingOS on a Nothing Phone 1. This is the version 6.3 with Android 15. And we soon hope the issues that I have discovered are to be fixed. Like they could be RisingOS issues or device side issues, but I did not face those issues with any other ROM. So mostly there is something with the RisingOS source, which is just conflicting with the device or something like that. So yeah, I hope it get fixed with the newer versions. If there's a new version, I will just link it down in the description. You guys can check out that and see if the issues have been fixed. So that was it for the video. If you guys really like the video, press the like button. If not, then the dislike button. And you can also comment your feedback down below in the comment section. For all the link to download the ROM, the vendor boot, the boot which is required to install, you have to check the description. And for the installation instructions, you can follow the description. The installation instructions are similar to LineageOS, so you can just follow that guide. And I also shown you in detail in here in the LineageOS video. You can check that out. Any other video, mostly I have not made an installation instruction because it's all the same through fastboot and adp sideload. So yeah, you can easily install that. There's no other installation, any other way to install it through TLRP or Orangefox. I'll just suggest you to use fastboot and adp sideload. You can do that through your own. So that's it for the video, guys. Hope you guys okay. I've done that right. I just forget something. So that's it. Bye bye. See you guys with some other video. So yeah, bye bye guys. Take care.